Hello and welcome. We're watching Raj Sabha TV. I'm Rajat Kane. Here are the look at the top headlines of the day so far. E.K. Palaniswamy takes oath. Tamil Nadu Assembly session on Saturday for vote of confidence. Panneerselvam camp moves to election commission against Sasikala. Naga People Front elects President Shurhozelie as legislative party leader, asking to take over reins from Chief Minister TR Zeliang. Campaigning for third phase of elections in Uttar Pradesh ends today. 69 seats in 12 districts to vote on Sunday. Over 70 people killed and 250 wounded in a suicide attack at Sufi shrine in Pakistan. Islamic State claims responsibility. And US President Donald Trump to announce new executive order on immigration next week. His new order will comprehensively protect the United States. In Nagaland, the ruling Naga People's Front President Shurhozelie has been unanimously elected as legislative party leader. He has been asked by party legislators to take over the reins from Chief Minister TR Zeliang. Addressing a press conference in Kohima last evening, the State Parliamentary Affairs Minister said majority of NPF legislators elected Shurhozelie to break the deadlock between the agitating groups and the government. He said Shurhozelie has accepted the offer to restore normalcy and prevent the imposition of president's rule in the state. The minister also said a meeting will be held with Zeliang today once he returns from New Delhi. The Chief Minister and Nagaland Governor P.B. Acharya are in national capital to apprise the centre about the prevailing situation in the state. Nagaland has been in turmoil since the state government decided to hold local body elections in 12 towns across the state. The elections were later declared null and void. 3 persons were killed and many injured following clashes between police and public who were opposing these civic polls. E.K. Panneerselvam, AIDMK General Secretary V.K. Sasikala loyalist, has been sworn in as Tamil Nadu Chief Minister by Governor C. Vidyasagar Rao. The Tamil Nadu Assembly session has been called on Saturday at 11 a.m. where he will take a vote of confidence to prove his numbers. On the other hand, Panneerselvam camp has moved the election commission, challenging the election of V.K. Sasikala as the General Secretary of the party.
Parrikar Palaniswamy ennum naan
Ending the 10-day political uncertainty in Tamil Nadu, Edapadi K. Palaniswamy was sworn in as the Chief Minister by Governor Vidyasagar Rao at a ceremony at the Raj Bhavan. He heads a 31-member cabinet and is a third person to occupy the top post in the state in the last 9 months. Palaniswamy will seek a vote of confidence on February 18. Speaker P. Dhanapal has convened the session of the Tamil Nadu Assembly at 11 a.m. on Saturday for the trust vote.
The governor will call the person who, as an outcome of the protest, establishes on the floor of the House that he has majority to form the government, and he has sworn him or her as Chief Minister.
Palaniswamy had submitted to the governor a list of 124 MLAs supporting him. Tamil Nadu has a 234-member legislative assembly.
இன்று தமிழகத்தினுடைய முதல்வராக பதவியேற்று மாண்புமிகு அம்மா அவர்களுடைய நல்லாட்சியை தொடர்கிறார். எனவே அகில இந்திய அண்ணா திராவிட முன்னேற்ற கழகத்தை யாராலும் எந்த சக்தியாலும் அழிக்க முடியாது.
Immediately after his swearing in, he paid homage at Jayalalitha's memorial on Marina Beach. He has exuded confidence he would win the trust vote in due time. The Panneerselvam camp, however, is not giving up. He, along with his loyalists, visited Jaya's memorial and pledged to continue their fight against Sasikala, claiming the government is anti-people.
Mr. Panneerselvam today made a strong commitment to bring back the golden rule of Amma. We believe that the government which has been installed has no legitimacy whatsoever, and we will strive to get back Amma's rule of glory. When asked about day after tomorrow's oath of affirmation, all that Mr. Gopi has said was that people should vote with their conscience now that they are getting liberated from the illegal confines, and once they vote with their conscience, Amma's soul will operate through their conscience and get right decision in the assembly.
Palaniswamy's elevation brings to an end the weeks-long drama that saw the party General Secretary Sasikala being jailed in Bengaluru on Wednesday. Sasikala, whose bid to become Chief Minister ended with a Supreme Court verdict, will serve 4 years for corruption.
The biggest roadblock in formation of a stable government in Tamil Nadu is Bharatiya Janata Party and Modi government. Why is it that Modi ji continues to destabilize elected government in the state? Is this the federal cooperation he used to speak about, where centre will be a bully and office of governor will be used as a puppet? It's time to uphold the constitution and the law, Mr. Governor and Shri Narendra Modi.
जो कानून है वो अपना काम कर रहा है और जो कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल सिस्टम है और जो कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल प्रोविजन है उसके तहत जो है वो राजभवन और राज्यपाल जी काम कर रहे हैं, इसलिए उसका इंतजार करना चाहिए और जो भी करेक्ट कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल सिस्टम है और जो संवैधानिक व्यवस्था है उसके तहत ही वहां पर होगा.
Before going to jail, Sasikala not only chose Palaniswamy to be the Chief Minister but also re-inducted 2 nephews, including TTV Dinakaran as the AIADMK's Deputy General Secretary. Dinakaran was expelled in 2011 by the late J. Jayalalitha from the party. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV.
Let's have some election news in Verdict 2017. Campaigning for the third phase of UP elections will end today at 5 p.m. 69 assembly seats in 12 districts will exercise their voting right on Sunday. Prominent districts to go for poll are Farrukhabad, Kannauj, Mainpuri, Etawah, Kanpur, Lucknow and Barabanki. Total of 2 crore voters will vote for 826 candidates contesting the elections. 105 women are contesting the elections in the third phase. In 2012 assembly polls, SP had 155 out of the 69 seats, while the BSP, BJP and Congress secured 6, 5 and 2 respectively. Priyanka Gandhi will attend her first election campaign in Raebareli today. With Congress Vice President Rahul Gandhi will address 2 rallies in Raebareli and Maharajganj. However, it's not yet clear whether Priyanka Gandhi will address the rallies or not. Assembly constituencies under Amethi and Raebareli go to polls in the 4th and 5th phase of the polling in the state on February 23rd and February 27th. Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Akhilesh Yadav will address 7 rallies today in poll-bound UP. Akhilesh Yadav will address 2 rallies in Lucknow and 5 rallies in Barabanki. Curtains will come down today on the campaign in 69 assembly seats spread over 12 districts of Uttar Pradesh that will go to polls in the 3rd phase on Sunday. Prime Minister Modi on Thursday said his government is trying hard to push growth in India, but it cannot be done without Uttar Pradesh. Modi addressed a public rally in Hardoi and Barabanki ahead of the 3rd phase of voting on February 19th. Chief Minister Akhilesh Yadav also highlighted schemes launched by his government and promised 1 lakh jobs in the police force without even an interview.
Campaigning for the 3rd phase of UP elections scheduled for Sunday has entered its last leg. Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Thursday said he was an adopted son of Uttar Pradesh and vowed not to ditch the people of the state at a rally in Hardoi. He further added that his government is trying hard to push growth in India, but it cannot be done without UP. Modi also slammed the opposition, saying be it Congress, Samajwadi Party or BSP, no one thought about the development of the state. The PM also addressed an election rally in Barabanki district.
चाहे कांग्रेस हो, चाहे सपा हो, चाहे बसपा हो, पूरे उत्तर प्रदेश का विकास कैसे हो, इस पर कभी सोचा नहीं गया. जो भी आया अपनी वोट बैंक संभालने में ही लगा रहा, वोट बैंक संभालने में.
Chief Minister Akhilesh Yadav addressed rallies in Etawah, Mainpuri and Kannauj districts. Speaking at the rally in Mainpuri, he promised to provide 1 lakh jobs in the police if his party gets to form the government again. Akhilesh also hit out at the opposition parties. Manipuri is a parliamentary constituency represented by Samajwadi Party founder Mulayam Singh Yadav in Lok Sabha.
आने वाली पीढ़ी के लिए ऐसी सड़क है जिस तरह लोग जीटी रोड को याद रखते हैं, वैसे ये समाजवादी पार्टी की बनाई हुई सड़क अगले 200 साल 300 साल 400 साल तक लोग यही याद करते रहेंगे कि हाँ समाजवादियों ने कोई सड़क बनाई है। इसलिए ये तो मैनपुरी मान लो अपना घर है।
On the other hand, Congress Vice President Rahul Gandhi also held election meetings in 3 different constituencies including Sitapur, Hardoi and Unnao. Taking a jibe at the PM's farmers' loan waiver comment, Rahul said as PM of the country, Modi has the power to waive off the farmers' loans anyways. He also promised that the Congress will open free coaching centers for the youth in every city.
उत्तर प्रदेश में एक नए तरीके की सरकार बनाना चाहते हैं, युवाओं की सरकार बनाना चाहते हैं, आप सबकी सरकार बनाना चाहते हैं। एक ऐसी सरकार जो आपकी बात सुनकर, आपके दिल में जो है उसको सुनकर, उसको समझकर उत्तर प्रदेश के लिए काम करे।
Meanwhile, BJP President Amit Shah and Home Minister Rajnath Singh also addressed various rallies in the poll-bound state. Congress leader Ghulam Nabi Azad also held an election rallies in Barabanki and Lucknow. Azad said that the SP Congress alliance will continue for the 2019 Lok Sabha elections. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha Television.
Now, the Election Commission on Thursday let off Union Defence Minister Manohar Parrikar with a light rap for his primary remark during election campaigning in his home state, Goa. Asking him to be more circumspect and careful in future, the Election Commission also rejected Parrikar's claim that CD carrying his remarks was tampered with and that the translation of his statement from Konkani to English was faulty. The poll panel on February 2nd issued notice to Parrikar after complaints from the Goa Forward Party and Aam Aadmi Party alleging that Parrikar deliberately and intentionally instigated the public to take bribe for voting. The Election Commission has assured that ongoing economic blockade crisis will not impact the upcoming elections in Manipur. This after poll panel reviewed situation via video conferencing with state's election officials. 250 companies of central paramilitary forces will also be deployed during election days. Manipur is facing an indefinite economic blockade imposed by United Naga Council since November last year against the state government's decision of creating 7 new districts in the state. The blockade of on 2 main highways in the landlocked state has severely hit essential commodities ahead of elections. Voting for 60 member seats are scheduled on March 8th and March 4th and March 8th. Scrutiny of nomination for the 7th phase of UP elections and 2nd phase of Manipur elections scheduled for March 8th will be held today. Filing of nominations for the 2 phases in both the states ended on Thursday and tomorrow is last day of withdrawal of nominations. Time for a very short break. More on the other side.
This year, we have declared this campus as a net energy positive campus. In this campus, we have triple effect vapor offset machine. This is one of the highest efficient cooling systems we have. Target by 2022 is 100 gigawatt. If we achieve that, India will become a leader in green energy and it will give the lesson to entire world.
Watch Eureka with S.K. Singh, Director General, National Institute of Solar Energy, Gurugram, only on Rajya Sabha Television.
Once a private game reserve of the Royal House of Jaipur, Ranthambore. This national park and tiger reserve is one of the world's best known wilderness areas. Located 14 kilometers from Savai Madhopur, Ranthambore offers some of the finest opportunities for sighting the magnificent tiger in the wild. Comprising 1,334 square kilometers of wild jungle scrub, hemmed in by rocky ridges, and at its center is the 10th century Ranthambore Fort. The dainty cheetal, sambar deer, the blue bull antelope or nilgai, rhesus macaque, langur, and an incredible variety of birds. Amidst a setting of dhok, fig and banyan trees makes a visit to this park a delight.
Tales that inspire. Stories of social change. A salute to diversity. Promoting public discourse. Events that motivate. Inspiring the innovative spirit. Watch Rajya Sabha television documentaries.
Welcome back. The Supreme Court on Thursday said that a 5-judge constitution bench would be set up to hear and decide batch of petitions relating to the practice of triple talaq, nikah halal and polygamy among the Muslim community. It said all of petitions relating to the constitutional issues and needed to be dealt with by a larger bench. Headed by Chief Justice J.S. Kher, the bench took on record 3 sets of issues and said the questions for consideration of the constitution bench would be decided on March 30th. The bench has asked parties concerned to file their respective written submissions by next date of hearing. During last hearing, the Apex Court had made it clear that it would not deal on the question whether divorce under Muslim law needs to be supervised by the courts as it fell under legislative domain.
देखिए, मुझे ये पेंडिंग प्रोसीडिंग पर कुछ नहीं कहना है। जहां तक भारत सरकार का सवाल है, भारत सरकार से सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने जवाब मांगा था और हमने जवाब में स्पष्ट कर दिया है कि 3 तलाक का विषय जो आज है वो असंवैधानिक है। भारत की महिलाओं को किसी भी समाज के उनको संविधान का संरक्षण है। हम आस्था का सम्मान करते हैं, लेकिन हर कुप्रथा आस्था का अंग नहीं हो सकती।
The Reserve Bank of India on Thursday has released draft norms to overhaul the rules governing merchant discount rate on debit card transactions from April 1st to take the digi-payment momentum. The central bank has proposed to link merchant discount rate to an annual revenue of the merchant. The RBI has also issued draft guidelines that propose the MDR on the basis of the merchant turnover and rather than present slab rate based on the transaction value. In 2012, the RBI capped the MDR for debit card transactions of up to Rs 2,000 at 0.75% and at 1% for all transactions above Rs 2,000. The draft norms propose to create 4 different classes of merchants: smaller merchants that have an annual turnover of up to 20 lakh, government transactions, special category merchants, and all other merchants who have an annual turnover of over 20 lakh rupees. RBI has requested comments from stakeholders by 28th February. The Jammu and Kashmir government on Thursday asked the public to stay away from encounter sites. The government has decided to impose prohibitory orders in the radius of 3 kilometers from places of encounters between security forces and militants in 3 districts. The decision came a day after Army Chief General Bipin Rawat warned harsh action to people who come to the rescue of militants during counter-insurgency operations. He also said civilians who indulge in stone pelting during such operations would be treated as anti-nationals and dealt with accordingly. The restrictions, however, shall not apply to movement of ambulances, medical, paramedical staff and government employees. The advisory comes in the wake of Bandipora incident on Tuesday when militants alerted by stone pelters hurled grenades at advancing security officers, leaving 3 Jawans dead. The Ministry of External Affairs has once again reiterated that Jamaat al-Dawa chief Hafiz Saeed is an internationally proscribed terrorist and needed to be brought to justice soon. Hafiz Saeed is the main accused in 2008 Mumbai terror attack in which 166 people were killed. Earlier this month, Pakistan's Interior Minister has included the names of Hafiz Saeed and 37 other Jamaat al-Dawa affiliates in the exit control list, prohibiting them from leaving Pakistan. The move comes days after Pakistani authorities placed Saeed under house arrest along with 4 others.
Our view on Hafiz Saeed is very well known. He is an internationally proscribed terrorist who has engaged in numerous acts of terrorism directed not just at India but also at India's neighbors. And we believe that he needs to be brought to justice as soon as possible.
Now, news from Pakistan, where more than 70 people are dead and scores injured as bomber blew himself up in Sufi shrine in Sindh province of south of the country. Pakistan Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif has vowed to fight militants responsible for the attack, which has been claimed by the Islamic State group. The United States, European Union and United Nations to condemn the strike. Hours after attack, Pakistan-Afghanistan border was closed till further orders.
मैंने यहाँ पे देखा कि क़यामत सुगरा जैसा मंजर था। यहाँ पे दरगाह लाल शहबाज कलंदर के अंदर अहाते में यहाँ जो सहने पूरा, यहाँ पे हजारों की तादाद में ज़ायरीन थे, रो रहे थे। क़यामत सुगरा जैसा मंजर था, कोई किसी को उठाने वाला नहीं था।
Survivors of the attack recount the horror as a powerful bomb ripped through a packed Sufi Lal Shahbaz Kalandar shrine in the town of Sehwan in Sindh province on Thursday night. The attack has been claimed by the Islamic State group. The attacker first threw a grenade which failed to explode, then he blew himself up among the devotees. The casualties are high as the shrine was crowded, as Thursday is considered a sacred day to pray at the shrine.
एंटर होने के फौरन बाद एक भयानक सी आवाज़ आई। तब तो कोई ख्याल नहीं था कि कोई बम ब्लास्ट है, तब तो कोई ख्याल नहीं था कि बम ब्लास्ट है, लेकिन ये अचानक ख्याल आया कि आज हम मर गए। ऐसे लग रहा था जैसे कि क़यामत का मंजर हो। जैसे भी बाहर निकला तो उसी टाइम मुझे कोई पता नहीं था, बेहोश हो गया।
The authorities immediately launched massive rescue and relief operations. Since the shrine is located in a remote area, ambulances and medical teams were sent from far-flung city areas to take care of the injured and move the bodies. Late at night, Pakistan Army night flying helicopters were also put into service. Pakistan Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif condemned the attacks, saying, "The past few days have been hard and my heart is with the victims. But we can't let these events divide us or scare us. We must stand united in this struggle for the Pakistani identity and universal humanity." This is the 8th terror attack in Pakistan in last 5 days and comes amid reports of the reunification of some powerful factions of the Pakistani Taliban. Some of these groups have links with the Afghanistan-Pakistan chapter of the Islamic State. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV.
US President Donald Trump's administration will issue a new version of executive order banning entry of refugees from 7 Muslim countries next week. The move comes after previous executive order banning entry of Syrian refugees and people from 7 Muslim-majority countries were put on hold by the courts. Briefing the media on Thursday, Trump targeted federal courts that blocked the implementation of his travel ban. He said that the new order would comprehensively protect the country and hinted that it might contain new vetting measures for the travelers. Trump further added that his administration had a very smooth rollout of travel ban and termed it very perfect. Soon after Trump's announcement, the U.S. Justice Department told the Federal Appeal Court that there was no need to reconsider a case on executive order on immigration and refugees. The court had refused to move a stay on the executive order by another federal court in Seattle last week.
We had a very smooth rollout of the travel ban, but we had a bad court. Got a bad decision. We had a court that's been overturned, again, maybe wrong, but I think it's 80% of the time, a lot. We had a bad decision. We're going to keep going with that decision. We're going to put in a new executive order next week sometime.
Russian President Vladimir Putin has called for a new level of cooperation with Western intelligence agencies in order to fight terrorism. Addressing a meeting of top officials of the Federal Security Service on Thursday, Putin said it's in general interest to establish a dialogue with special services of the United States and other member countries of NATO. He further said that in the area of counterterrorism, all relevant governments and international groups should work together. Meanwhile, he claimed that Russia last year thwarted activities of more than 400 foreign special agents, but refused to give the details.
Абсолютно очевидно, что в сфере антитеррора должны сотрудничать все ответственные государства и международные объединения, потому что даже простой информационный обмен о каналах и источниках финансирования террористов.
That's it for now. Thanks for watching Rajya Sabha TV.